Hello, my Minecraft family. Mindless here for episode 14. At the moment of the dragon's death, a portal appeared beneath me, sending me back to my camp. With my nerves still on fire and my body full of adrenaline, I fearlessly ran back to the end. As I entered the dragon's island, there appeared an object in the sky. Its glow resembled that of another portal. I was not ready for yet another adventure, nor could I reach the portal easily, so I turned my focus to the dragon's perch, where now an impossibly smooth large black egg was balancing. Overwhelmed with excitement and the lack of rational thought, I quickly took the egg and entered the portal back to camp. I gathered my things, I fed horse, and I rode home, never once considering if I should have taken the egg or not. After a good night's sleep in my own bed, I decided to visit the priest and show him the egg. I've done it. The dragon, he has been slain. After the dragon died, or should I say exploded, this egg appeared. Yes, I have it right here. Okay. While standing where the priest told me, he pulled a lever and I fell into a secret room. The priest yelled down for me to read from the sacred book, so I did. The dragon's egg. The dragon's egg is one of great concern. It has the power to unleash a mighty dragon, one of uncontrolled destruction. Only under grave circumstances should the egg be hatched. More importantly, it should never be allowed to hatch on its own. To secure the dragon's egg, one must obtain 4 dragon guardians and a dragon's head. The guardians can be found throughout the overworld, living in its waters. The dragon's head can only be found on an end city's ship. Any guardian will work, however, it is recommended to use the strongest of them. The strongest can be identified by their bluish coloring. The last known location for these great guardians was negative 2,262 by 1,643. If you venture to this location, be prepared for anything. Once in possession of the guardians and the dragon head, build a pool. Place the egg in the center with the dragon's head above. Place all the guardians in the pool. Keeping the egg secret and safe from evildoers will forever keep your village in good fortune. The Sages. Wow. There's no time to spare. I must find this end city ship and get the dragon's head. Before gathering my provisions once again, I decided to take advantage of an ender chest and its magical abilities to keep the egg safe for now. Back at the Dragon Island, I built a staircase to the floating portal, all the while avoiding contact with the natives. Now, at the portal, I tightly held an ender pearl, took a deep breath, and tossed it into the portal. It brought me to this realm, the strangest place I have ever seen. Practically a wasteland. Where am I to find a city? It would appear my only option is to bridge to the other floating islands in hopes of finding a city. Time seeming meaningless here. I must have traveled hours, if not days, searching. Exhausted from traveling and at the point of just giving up, I see in the distance what I can only imagine is a city. Getting closer, I noticed it has a floating ship. Fearing what might be inside, I secured my most precious items in my new ender chest and headed toward the entrance. I was unexpectedly greeted with enemy fire from the strangest of creatures, calling themselves shulkers. Undeterred, I quickly discovered the means to dispatch them. Working my way through their city proved quite the challenge. However, I was successful at boarding the ship. Once inside the ship, I discovered some treasures. Some worth keeping, others, well, not so much. But there was this one item in a frame that proved quite unique, an Elytra. Although this loot is very interesting, I am here to find the dragon's head. So I carefully searched the rest of the ship. Finding it on the bow, I removed it placed it in my ender chest, and followed my path back home. With the dragon's head now secured, I needed to figure out how to go about securing 4 dragon guardians. I thought maybe a visit to the village's elder librarian would prove helpful. Hello, do you have any books on dragon guardians or elytras? The librarian handed me 2 books. One titled Using Elytra, and another titled Dragon Guardians. After reading the Elytra book, I was overwhelmed with excitement. This thing allows for flight! In an attempt to learn how to use the Elytra, scared out of my mind, I climbed to the top of the lighthouse, equipped the Elytra, walked to the edge, peered over, and jumped. Woohoo! This is amazing! I can see everything from up here. Oh, wow. After a not-so-smooth landing, feeling somewhat confident with my new abilities, I started to plan my course to the Dragon Guardians.